Good morning. It's Andrew from 510 Books. It is July 21st, 10 a.m. on the dot. And I thought I would share with you some sales I had over the last 24 hours on Amazon mostly, and one on eBay, but most of all Amazon. So what I have here are 4 items that sold. So this one is not the exciting one. This one sold on eBay. But what I wanted to talk about, what I wanted to talk about is recognizing items to resell, specifically books and CDs in this example, and more broadly, media in general. But recognizing items that will probably stand out when you are looking at looking at bookshelves in thrift stores or estate sales or garage sales or wherever you are going, or library book sales, or if you're buying in bulk, whether it's Gaylords or just bulk buying in general, or you're getting lots of donations. There's certain types of things to look out for, and I feel that these, especially the 3 items I sold on Amazon, but the one on eBay a little bit, but mostly the ones on Amazon, are good examples for books to look for, types of characteristics, as well as CDs. There's certain things you just want to look out for, and keep an eye on, so that you don't pass on these types of things, especially ones that don't have ISBNs, or maybe they have a type in. You have to do the type in ISBN. You don't have a barcode, or a CD that has no barcode, and you're going to have to really search for. These are the kind of things that if you want to try to make more money off of more items, but you do have to spend a little bit more time doing it, then this is the kind of thing you want to do. Because if you're only scanning barcodes and you're only looking up items with ISBNs, whether you're scanning it with your app, Scoutly, or whichever one, or you're maybe typing the ISBNs in, you always would just want to keep in mind, even if it doesn't have a barcode or has no ISBN or no barcode on the CD, that doesn't mean that it's not worth looking up. Also doesn't mean that every single item is worth looking up as well. So that's why this is important, to kind of have a discerning eye and know how to, or get better, evolve as a reseller, as a book and media reseller, to be able to notice things that may or may not be worth looking up. And sometimes it seems like it's worth looking up, but it ends up not being so. But that's okay. There are definitely some things that just might not be worth your time. So let me share with you what I sold on Amazon and eBay over the last 24 hours. Hold on. So these 3 items were on Amazon. This one's on eBay. This one only sold for $10.99. I believe it was a donation, because it did not come from a Gaylord or from a bulk buy. So this guy you may or may not be familiar with. I'm not sure if it's Jim Fiery, I believe. I've seen a lot of his CDs as I've gone through, tens of thousands of CDs over the years. And one of the things he does is what's called, doesn't say it on the front, hammered dulcimer. See that? Music on the hammered dulcimer. Again, this is not like a big money CD, but this is something that I believe it was up there for probably, actually, I don't know how long this has been up there for sale, but this is the kind of thing like hammered dulcimer. I found a bunch of hammered dulcimer CDs in a donation. I put them in a lot. They're still up for sale on eBay, but yeah, those are kind of random things that you can be on the lookout for. And if you fill your inventory with things like this, or portion of your inventory with items like this, they should start to slowly sell. So yeah, this is not a big ticket item, but it is unique. How many hammered dulcimer CDs do you see? And how many are really going to be up for sale on eBay? So anyway, this I don't remember the competition when I listed this, but at $10.99, easy sale. And then these 3 are the ones I want to talk about. So let's talk about this CD because I was just talking about the other CD. So this one, let me see. When this one, Enter In, Sons of Levi. This one I listed in February of 2019. And looking on Amazon, let's see if it tells me. It does not tell me. Oh, okay. It looks like it might be religious. But anyway, so regardless, I had no idea what music it was. Oh yeah, of course, it says Hebrews. So, but to me, what stood out is the the, the unique artwork. And Sons of Levi Enter In is a unique name as well. Also, this sold for $24.99, and again, it was an item that I listed back in February of 2019, so it's been over 2 years, and this was from a Gaylord. So I sold it for $24.99. It on the back here has a, well, of course it's religious. Look at the imagery, but it has no barcode from 1996. And I looked it up and found out that, oh, this is something that there aren't very many copies of. Let me see how many copies on Amazon there are right now. Hold on. So here's this CD. There's only one copy available now. It is acceptable condition for $24.99 plus delivery. So, and it does not have a, what do you call it? Sales rank. So this is the perfect kind of item because very low competition. There's not a ton of demand, of course, because look how long it took to sell. But these are the kind of long tail items that I highly recommend putting into your inventory because of the style of the uniqueness of the artwork, uniqueness of this type of CD. It's religious, but it's not like anything I've seen before. And just typing it in to Amazon, looking up Sons of Levi Enter In CD, and then you'll find it. You know, it's kind of cheesy with the lightning bolts. This kind of stuff, you know, sometimes is definitely worth looking up and can sell for good money, just like this one did. Even though it took 2.5 years, that's okay. If you've got hundreds of items like these, you're going to see sales like these monthly for sure. The bigger you grow your long tail Amazon inventory, whether it's merchant fulfilled or FBA, but of course FBA, you don't want something sitting for 2.5 years. But merchant fulfilled, of course, if you have the space, have the patience, it's worth it for sure. So look out for those types of unique items. This one stood out because of the funky design, From Here to Greater Happiness, or How to Change Your Life for Good. Now that type of title, that type of self-help title, develop your hidden power to make decisions, solve problems, reach goals, complete what you start, live abundantly. This type of book, typically you see that cover and you might say that genre, and you might say, oh, that's not worth it, that's not going to be worth any money. But because it's such a funky color, it's an older book, I decided to look it up. Also, this one, it does, I believe, have an ISBN. It does. So you can just scan that in or type that ISBN in and it pops up. Let's see what it looks like on Amazon. Here's this item on Amazon. And this one has a rank of 127,000 currently, but it's lower because of my sale. And when you look over here, you can see that the lowest price is actually $36.47. It's acceptable. It goes up from there. And my copy sold for $31 and 2 cents, I believe, so 31 bucks. And you can see there's the current rank, self-help. The book's from 1975, so the copy I have has a different cover than the one that's shown here on Amazon, which is green. Oopsie. But I always put that in my condition notes. I always say, oh, the cover is different than pictured, and the date on this book, the one that I have, is from 1975, the same as the one on Amazon. So I should be fine with that. You shouldn't have to worry too much about it as long as it's not some really old copy from, decades before. And Amazon is selling one that is, updated and has new information in it and all that kind of stuff, you should be fine. But yeah, this one sold for 31 bucks. This one, let's see, how long did this one sit? This one I listed a year ago, 13 months ago. And this one was from that storage unit buy that I made of 2,000 books. So these keep selling, even though they're from over a year ago. I keep selling these on Amazon and on eBay. So that's one to look out for. Older, funky colors. Even though the title is not particularly niche, super niche, it's okay. It doesn't matter necessarily. It could still be something that is going to go for good money. Now, this last one, to me, is kind of obvious. If you were to see it on the shelf or in a Gaylord or anything like that, because of the cool artwork, the lettering for the title, Lord of the Dead by Robert E. Howard. This one also, incidentally, came from that bulk buy, the same as this book, the storage unit buy, over 2,000 books. This one has also some unique drawings in there. This is one that would do well probably on eBay. I don't remember what it looked like on eBay, but it did sell on Amazon. This one sold for, let's see. This one sold for $23.77. And again, this was listed. Actually, I don't know exactly when I listed it, but I got possession of it 13 months ago. And yeah, so artwork, age, the drawings, the unique drawings inside, all of that stood out to me. And you should definitely pay attention to that type of stuff. Anything that's, not anything, but a lot of stuff that is vintage, older. Actually, this is from 1981. This does have an ISBN on the inside of the dust jacket. So you can just scan that or type that in when you're looking it up, pretty easy. But just the dust jacket alone and the unique drawings inside, and the fact that it's I guess more fantasy, not necessarily sci-fi, that it's definitely worth looking up. So, just in general, keep those in mind. Genre is important, but sometimes genre doesn't matter as much as maybe the look of the book. And even though the genre might be general and older, the book is older because, a self-help book from the 70s, you might think, oh, who wants to see that? Who wants to read that? But you'd be surprised. Some of these hold up for various reasons. So most of these, the CD is longer tail, 2.5 years to sell. The other two, not quite as long, but I would still categorize all three of them as long tails. They just happen to all sell today in the last 24 hours. So the combined, the combined for all of them, I think I calculated to be close to 80 bucks gross. And then the eBay one was, 10 bucks, so about $90 in gross sales on a slow July day between a Tuesday and a Wednesday. So I'm always pleasantly are always happy when I see some merchant fulfilled sales come in, because it's not consistent, and sometimes things just take a little bit longer to sell, basically. But anyway, so keep that in mind, guys, when you're looking at stuff. Look at unique designs, unique fonts, unique titles or genres, artwork, that type of stuff, colors. When you look at a bookshelf and you just see the spines, you should be able to, after a while, be able to notice the ones that are worth looking up and the ones that are not. Also, you will see the same titles over and over and over again the more you look at the books or CDs or whatever it is, and you'll be able to just skip over those. For me, it took, I don't know, I got really good at that within a year. It depends on how many books you're seeing. If you're going out there every day and you're seeing hundreds of books a day, maybe within, I don't know, 6 months, maybe quicker, 3 months, depends on on how many books you're seeing or CDs or whatever genre, whatever media you're doing, you should be able to discern between the ones that are worth your time and the ones that are not, and the ones that really stand out, even if you have to type it in or use the the function on eBay to what do you call it? Speak into the to your phone to say the title, all that stuff. I mean, you can figure out ways to do it quicker and really get to the information you need. But yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. A little bit of a different video. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.